Hey, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our live stream. With me, of the live stream with me and Ali, and I'm happy that you guys are here today to watch today's episode. So yeah, this makes the ninth episode, right, Ali? If I'm correct, this makes the ninth episode of
Yeah,
our collaboration
exactly.
series. And
Yes,
for
yes.
today, we'll also be using JavaScript as well because we did HTML, CSS, JS last first five episodes. Now this makes the fourth episode of us using JavaScript. And for today, we'll be building something really cool, something really amazing and really short, something that embodies HTML, CSS, and something that embodies HTML and JavaScript basically because we want to keep time and avoid like too much wasting much time because only
hmm
have 1 hour we have. So yeah, I think Ali, you can go ahead now.
Okay, so in the name of God, so hello everyone. I hope everyone
Yeah.
is doing great and happy weekends. So as Toby said, this is our ninth live stream that we are doing it, and we are talking about JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. For today's live stream, we are going to just use HTML and JavaScript, but if we had time, then we can also use CSS for styling it. But our main focus is on JavaScript and HTML, like to know the logic behind of each code. And yeah, that's it. So if Toby give me the permission to share my screen, I can show you the project that we are going to make and start coding it.
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you, Toby.
Yeah,
So
sure.
this is very simple pop-up list job project. Like there is a button, so whenever I click this button, the list must be shown, like must be visible. And it's not a list, but it's a paragraph. So we use it as an example, but you can use anything else except paragraph. So whenever I click this one, the list must be shown. And whenever I click it again, then the list must be hidden like that. So
Mm-hmm.
we are going to do something else. Like I don't want to click the button to close the list, but indeed, anywhere I click anywhere except the button, except the list itself, the list must be hidden. Like when I want to click it here on the middle of the page. So when I click on the page, then the list must be hidden. So that's
Yeah.
what we're going to make.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That sounds really cool. I mean, it's an amazing concept, and it pretty much embodies the idea
hmm
of how modals work. Because you click outside the modal, it disappears. You click on it, you click on the
Yeah,
button that appears. So, but if you could add styling,
exactly.
it really actually you can actually customize it yourself for the viewers. You can customize it yourself, add styling, and
Mm-hmm.
make it work perfectly.
Exactly.
But for this episode, we
Mm-hmm.
just show you the logic behind it and how to work with HTML. Basically, that's all.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you know, Toby, like when I like a year ago or some one day I watch a
Mm-hmm.
portfolio or a website. Whenever I click
Mm-hmm.
the nav bar, open the nav bar, and whenever I click somewhere else, it's going to be closed. So
Oh,
this
that's
episode,
amazing.
yeah, and that's also
Uh-huh.
amazing. And I thought, and I didn't know how to do it, but
Okay.
right now we are going to learn it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Learning
Okay.
experience, and we're building something cool.
Exactly. Okay, so for today's live stream, we only need a JavaScript and the HTML, and that's
Mm-hmm.
all what we need. So I want
Mm-hmm.
to open it with live server. Okay, we are going to get an empty one, empty page.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing on it.
Okay. So what we need, we only need a button. So we make an element and we say something like click it. And you are going to
Mm-hmm.
get a button. And for the list, like we can also use a list, but for a demo, for example, we are going to say a paragraph. Like lorem ipsum. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. So the
Mm-hmm.
logic that we are going to make, like whenever we click the button, the list, like this paragraph, must be shown. But whenever we
Mm-hmm.
click somewhere else or the
Mm-hmm.
button, the list or the paragraph must be hidden.
Yeah.
That's the logic.
That's pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Toby, you
Mm-hmm.
can continue.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, Ali. Let me look at the HTML and see what changes I can make. I mean, I see this button here, but I basically want this button to be able to control this p tag here and make it either appear or disappear. So yeah, sure. I can begin by adding some like boilerplate stuff to get this project started. So yeah, let me just add something simple, something like by default, I can give this guy a style. I want this guy to be uh to be hidden by default. So I can do like a display of none, such that the logic we'll be writing will basically just be toggling it from hidden to visible. So if we look at it now, it should disappear if you refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hidden by default. That's awesome. So then I can also add like an attribute here that we would use to control from JavaScript, because we need that attribute to be able to control this p tag. And for the viewers out there, you might notice that I'm going diving right into the code and not even trying to understand. It's because we've actually like done some overview on the background to understand how the flow of this project will go. So basically, I'm just like implementing everything that we've like thought through. So this is like our own process of implementing this. You might have There are different ways you can implement that yourself. You can actually even watch our video, get a concept or an idea, then implement it your own way. It depends on you. But this way is how we want to implement it. So we're using the area expanded attribute, which is an attribute, which is basically an accessibility attribute. So the area expanded attribute is added to like control elements in HTML. Like if you have a button that you want to control a modal, if you have a button that you want to control a drop down, that's what we use this area expanded attribute. So we add it to the controller, not to the controlled. So I can put like an area expanded of false by default. Once to be false here, everything should be feeding false by default. And yeah, I have the body here, but let me create a simple okay, I can just add like this is not very efficient, but I can add a style here. Sorry, because I basically want it such that when they click outside the modal, I want it to be that when you click on the body, the modal should disappear by default. So I can add like a mean height here, a mean height, sorry, mean height of like 100 viewport height. Sorry, 100. So I think from here, Ali can link the HTML, the
Okay.
JavaScript, and yeah,
Okay, so basically we are done with the HTML part. So all we need to do is to connect the HTML file with the JavaScript. So how we can do it is by writing a script and src. So we so the value of src must be the name of the folder, which is app.js.
yeah,
So we also need to add the differ. So differ is going to say that the JavaScript code must run at the end of the HTML, and that's
mm-hmm,
all what it's going to do. Because if we don't use this one, the JavaScript is going to run and then the HTML, which is not going to work. For
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah,
we are saying like first run HTML and then JavaScript. So that's
exactly,
what differ is going to do.
yeah,
So I think
exactly,
we're all done with the HTML. So all we need to do is go and work with JavaScript.
mm-hmm,
So right now we only need to select the button. So for that we say const button, and you can name it anywhere. You can name it anything. But for now we
mm-hmm,
are going to say just button because we only have one button. But if we
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
multiple buttons, then it's better to give them a unique name.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So
I agree,
document query selector, and we are going to select the button. And
mm-hmm,
also, we are also going to select the paragraph for the list as well. So it's a
mm-hmm,
paragraph
paragraph, mm-hmm,
document query selector and P.
mm-hmm,
So just selected the button and paragraph. So Toby, you can
mm-hmm.
continue.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much, Ali, for that. So from where Ali stopped, so Ali grabbed the button and the paragraph from the index.html, and yeah, I'm going to grab the body as well, so you can see what but later on, after we're done with it, you'll see why I grabbed the body. But let me grab the body first. Document the query selector, body. So from here, I'm going to need to add an event listener to the button, because the button is by default what we want to be able to control the paragraph. So when the button is clicked, we want the paragraph to appear. When the button is clicked again, we want the paragraph to disappear. But then we have an added on feature of that, when you click anywhere except anywhere outside the paragraph, we want the paragraph to disappear. So that's another feature we added. But back to the code base. So let me add the event listener to my button. So I'm going to be listening for a click event. Sorry. I'm going to be listening for a click event. Like as it's on click of the button. I can pass a callback function here, grab the event. So I can then what else can I do? I'm going to be controlling the button based on a specific attribute. I'm going to be controlling the paragraph rather based on that attribute of this button. The attribute if it goes back to the HTML, you see that attribute, the area expanded attribute. If area goes area can you go back to HTML? If you go back to HTML, you see the area expanded attribute. So that was also be controlling the button based the paragraph rather based on that area expanded attribute right here. So yeah, thank you very much, Ali. So back to JS. I can grab that attribute as well from my HTML button attribute. You can say sorry, documents dot get attribute the animations. The attribute I'll be selecting is area expanded. So I've grabbed the attribute of area expanded now. I think everything is spelled correctly. Yeah, everything is spelled correctly.
Yeah,
So from
everything is
here,
correct. Yeah.
so from here, I can then now let me just add a feature of like toggling on the button on click, or maybe I can just put a console log or something just to verify that we are actually um we're actually doing something. Let me console log console log. Sorry, what's wrong with my console log and wire. So if you check it out now on console, can you
Okay.
test it out?
Okay. Let's click the button
Hey, what's
and
going on?
document get attributes. There. Wait a second.
Get attribute. Yeah, yeah.
I think you
Oh,
use
button,
yeah.
button. Oh my god.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay, okay, test
It's
it out now.
okay. Okay. Right now it's working fine.
Oh yeah, wire, exactly. So
Yeah.
from here on, I can then now add it attributes to us. Let's just do something to toggle back on the paragraph. We've not seen paragraph for a while. So I can now say if the button attribute equals. Should I make it true first? I can do true first, yeah. Maybe when it's true. But I would actually want to
Yeah.
change back from false to true. I can do true first either way. Because currently it's on
Mm.
false, but I can make it back to true. But it doesn't really change anything. Let's say if it's false. If it's
Yeah.
false currently, yeah?
It doesn't bring any change. There's no difference. You can use the
Yeah, yeah.
true first or the false.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with true then. Let's go with true.
Yeah.
So if it's true, then I can now say I want to grab the text, which is paragraph, sorry. Paragraph dot style. There's a style attribute for HTML elements that we can work with in JavaScript because there's a DOM basically. We're working with the DOM right now. So I can grab the DOM attribute of style from the paragraph element, but I need the display property from TSS. So I want the display property to be block because we're basically going to be changing the display from block to none, from block to none. That's basically what we're doing. We can use flex too, it doesn't really change anything. So paragraph the style the display block. Then I want the button attribute. I want to set the button attribute of area expanded to true as well. So it's currently true. The answer is to the answer is true, right? Because it's currently on true. It's currently on false. And when the button
Mhm.
attribute is true, I want to set the area expanded back to false, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. So check it out now. It
Uh,
doesn't shouldn't do anything.
yeah.
Shouldn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Shouldn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you can continue. You can continue.
Okay. So Toby. So till now, Toby made if statement and saying that if the button attribute is equal to true, I want the list or the paragraph style to be block, and also I want the set attribute of area expanded to be false. So I need to add another if statement, and I can say else if the
Mm-hmm.
button attribute is equal to the false, then
Mm-hmm.
I want the paragraph to be the style dot display
Mm-hmm.
to be none, and I want the button dot set attribute, which is area
Expanded.
expanded, to be
Mm-hmm.
true.
Oh
So right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
if we see on the website, it's working fine. Like whenever I click the
Perfect.
button, the paragraph is going to be shown, and whenever I click it again, then the paragraph will be hidden.
Listen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So I think we only need to do one more thing, and that is whenever we click on the body, except
Mm-hmm.
the paragraph must be hidden. Like there's no need
Mm-hmm.
to click the button, but we need to click the body or anywhere
Outside.
else
Exactly. Yeah,
outside
exactly.
outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the paragraph must be hidden. So for that,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to target the body, and we are going to
Mm-hmm.
listen to click and then event,
Yeah,
and we're
exactly.
going to use arrow function. And for now, we are going to say like if the paragraph doesn't contain the event target, uh, and and uh, the event target is not equal to something like button. I think Toby,
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
continue from now because you wrote this function, and I think it's easier for you to explain it.
Okay, okay, sure, sure.
Thank
Let me go ahead and
you.
do that. So yeah, thank you very much, Ali. So back to this. So we're adding an event list now of click to the body element, and now you now see the reason why we grab the body from the HTML, because we need this for that function that Ali mentioned, that when you click outside the body, we basically want the event the we want the list to disappear. The paragraph rather to disappear, because we're clicking outside the body now. But there's something now with this if statement that Ali has done. So Ali has said if the target of the event is not the body, and the target of the event is not the paragraph rather, that is, we didn't click on the paragraph, and we also did not click on the button. We want something to happen. But what is that thing that wants to happen? We basically just want the paragraph dot style dot display to be back to none. So this is basically what this if statement is doing. We want it back to none, and we want to set the button attribute once the button attribute back of area expanded. Once it back to false. That's basically what we're doing here. Area expanded back to false. But then before I run this logic, I want us to like do a console.log on the body, so that when Ali clicks on anywhere in the body, you basically see that we are on the body at the moment. Console.log body here. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, thank you, Ali. So you can check it out now.
Okay, so right now I'm clicking on the body, and it's working fine.
Anywhere on the body should be
Anywhere,
body
yeah,
here.
anywhere, yeah.
So I take this guy out. So we know the body is working. So that means our logic here should probably work, because we're saying if the paragraph uh, is not where the event is currently occurring at. That's what this first part means. And we're not clicking on the button. That's what this event or target means. And the event target is not the button, and the paragraph is not also where the event is happening. That is, we are clicking on a place that is not the button, and we are not clicking on the paragraph. So we basically want anywhere besides those two parts that you click on. We want the paragraph to disappear. That's basically what this logic is doing. So if I test it out now.
Okay, let's test it. So when I click the button, Okay, so whenever I click outside of it, it's working fine.
Exactly. 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 Yeah, if you click on it, it appears. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I love this.
okay, that's good.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. That's pretty much all.
hmm
What do you think, Ali? What do you think? What do you think I'll add to
Uh,
it?
I think that's all for today's live stream. Like, we had the logic, like everything is working fine, but
Hmm.
plus we can also add the styling, like if you want, because we have some time to do that.
Oh yeah, we can add sliding. We can add sliding for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
So,
So we need to create a style.css for that,
mm-hmm.
and also we need to connect it with HTML. We
Yeah.
say link style.css.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we can work on it. So we can target the button first because we want to start the button first. So all
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
to do is give it a background. Uh, this is a random color which I like, and give it a
yeah.
border, something like 1 pixel, solid, and this color. And let's give it a padding
Okay. Yeah.
of 0.5 em and 1 em. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do that. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, sure, sure. That's why we're here. So, box sizing of border box,
And
and
also
the
let's
margin. Yeah,
add. Okay.
yeah, perfect.
Okay, right now it's working fine. So let's add a margin on the button because it is not like we need a margin, some margin. Right now it's working good. And let's give the text color to be white. We say
Mm-hmm.
color
White.
white. And let's give it a border radius. We say border
Mm-hmm.
radius. And let's
Yeah,
give it
perfect.
a font weight, like font weight,
Bold.
something like bold.
Box. Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Let's give it a shadow, box shadow, sorry.
Box shadow.
Zeros,
Zero,
zero for
zero,
x-axis, zero for
zero for
y-axis,
Y.
and 10
Blow and
pixels for
spread.
the lower. And for now,
And yeah,
black color for the
yeah.
shadow.
Oh, too much. 10 pixels, too much.
And
Okay.
let's give it a
Oh, perfect,
y-axis.
perfect. Kind of like this. Yeah, I kind of like this. Make it lighter. Exactly. This is
Mm,
cool. This is cool. I
right
kind
now
of like
is
this.
okay. Right now is it's looking good. And also, we can add an active. Whenever we click the button, something must happen. We say
Mm-hmm.
the transform this scale must be like
Still.
smaller. Whenever I click this one, it's going to
Oh,
be the
perfect.
size is going to be reduced, and whenever I release the click
Mm-hmm.
button, it's going to be like
Oh,
that.
perfect. I haven't used this active property very often, but there's something that is really cool, and yeah, this is amazing. Okay.
You have to use it. It will make the project or the button or something
Yeah,
else very beautiful.
I like the pseudo state. It's a very nice pseudo state. When the button is active, they scale it down. That's nice. That's a nice concept. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
cool. This is really amazing. This is really amazing. So I think that is all. That is all. We're able to do
Yeah.
something very simple and make and
hmm
achieve it as well. And achieve it. That's the way the goal. Somebody's asking a question in the
hmm
comments. He said next make a video on responsive hamburger, both including CSS and JavaScript. I mean we've done that, right? Like a
Can
responsive
you
hamper.
repeat the question?
The person
Uh,
said we should make a responsive hamburger, both including CSS and JavaScript. I think we've
Hamburger
done
menu,
that.
like if you mean like we have to make a hamburger menu for the nav bar, then we already did that. We
Yeah,
also did
responsive
with
navbar.
yeah, we also did two times. One with HTML
Mm-hmm.
and CSS only, and the second one
Yeah.
with JavaScript. So you can
Yeah,
check
exactly.
those videos. Yeah, those
Yeah,
live
you
stream.
can. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so if you go back to the project now, and yeah, this is really awesome. This is really awesome, and I think we've been able to achieve basically the entire idea of what this live stream is about. And yeah, like I've learned something new today, the active pseudo state, something I'll be using very much now. So yeah, that's all. That's all. That's all. And
That's all.
yeah, I think that's all. hmm So any final thoughts, Ali?
Final thoughts about the project.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned new things like I didn't know before, like how to like these lines of code. I didn't know it before.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the paragraph doesn't contain even target or even target is
Mm-hmm.
not equal to the button, so whenever
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we write something inside of it, so it's going to run. So I didn't know it
Yeah.
before. I learned it
Mm-hmm.
today, so that's
Okay.
amazing. So I can
Yeah.
use it for now on, like
Yeah.
because I was searching for this a lot. Like
Mm-hmm.
I wanted for my project, like I had a navbar, so whenever I click the
Mm-hmm.
navbar to be open, then I need
Mm-hmm.
to click somewhere else except the navbar to be closed. So right now I
Yeah.
can use
Yeah.
these three lines of code and that's going to
Mm-hmm.
work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Exactly.
exactly, I think
Yeah.
that's
Go ahead.
all.
Go ahead. No, you
Yeah,
wanted to
that's
say
all.
something.
No, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I also learned something new today. I mean, I learned the active pseudo states. I learned that Ali is a very cool person as usual, and yeah, built something really cool. And uh, yeah, this was a fun collaboration. Okay, especially to GitHub. This was a fun collaboration. I mean, one of the things that I think we had more time to do today was like styling the project because last time we didn't have that much time to style the project because we really need to do app basically. But today we did have enough time. And next week we have something planned because we've been working a lot with events. Most of the events we've done so far are like click events and what yeah most of the events we've done so far are like click
Uh,
events basically.
like
Yeah.
submit event.
Yeah, submit event with the form last week. So we'll be working with some cool events with some other cool event next week, and it's very exciting. I don't want to spoil it now because I'm very excited about it, and I'm sure we'll really uh it will be fun. It will be fun as usual, as usual. So
Yeah,
we
same.
can put a link to the repo in the comments so that viewers can check it out as well, so that you can see the live stream videos we've done so far, the code as well, and you can also test it out on your own.
Okay.
So
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
should I send the GitHub link?
Yeah, you can put it in the comments.
Okay. And
Okay, that's
also,
perfect.
Yasser said that where is the link? Do you mean the link for GitHub or the live stream?
No, the link for the GitHub. The link for the GitHub.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You mean yeah, sir. He said, "Where's the link?" Yeah, the link for the GitHub. Yeah, you can check it out, yeah, sir. So you can see it right there. We've done both. Yeah, responsive navbar with hamburger rather. An navbar that we added an hamburger from mobile screen. You can check it out. It's really cool.
Okay, Toby, I
So
have
Ali
sent
asked you
the yeah, I
GitHub
have
link.
sent the
Yeah,
GitHub repo in the private chat.
yeah. So yeah, so you can check it out. We just put it in the comments now, so you can go check it out and work with it as well. I'm sure it'll be really helpful to you. So that is pretty much all for today's live stream, and we built what we wanted to build. We added sliding, and yeah, it's really awesome. Really, I'm super excited, super excited. But we might have to move the
Same.
time slightly. We have to move the time slightly from today and because there are some issues with daylight savings, so we'll be doing it 12 p.m. GMT plus one, which is my own time, and that's 7 p.m. Alice time, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. 7 p.m. at your Alice time. So yeah, we'll be doing more of this. But we have to move the time slightly because of some things that came up and like the planet basically is what is but we can blame the planet. We can blame the planet. So,
Yeah.
so so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Russell said he
late.
was late. Oh, no problem. No problem, Russell. You can check it out in the it's recorded, so you can still watch it later to see. It's a very short project, and you can still follow along. Happy. We're glad you're here, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, bye everyone. We're glad you were able to join, and yeah, this was really fun. So
Yeah.
Ali,
Bye.
any final words, or is that all?
Final words is going to be bye, everyone. Have a great day. See you.
Yeah, have a great week, everyone, and enjoy the Easter celebrations. I'm at home right now enjoying mine. So enjoy yours too.